Gotta give a big salute to Playful Anxiety. I made her VIP. She is our number 3 top gifted sub or subber of all time. Yeah. How can I see it per month? Yeah, she's top 3. We got Irish Kings number 4, Coalition Breezy number 5, Jinx number 6. And damn, Inham Guts been moving up. He's number 8. Oil Skull actually is number 9. Whiny Tugboat. No, Oil Skull is number 7, then Whiny Tugboat number 9. Oh, and Honcho Zay number 10. I know all these guys. All right, cool. We should probably talk about this Kodak Black situation. You know, Kodak Black, I told you, like, you know, he was not going to go to jail. And if you don't know what happened, Kodak Black's lawyer basically showed up in front of the judge. And essentially, I don't know how they pulled this off, but they got... So if you don't know, Kodak Black is out on bail for getting caught with Oxycontin pills, like in his car, right? Now, they're trying to beat that case by saying, yo, he had gotten shot recently, he had a prescription, or something of the sort, but they're saying it's not his, right? Cool. Obviously, that's going to be the defense. They lock him up for that, then they give him bail. A part of the bail, clearly, which is obvious, yo, you cannot take drugs while on bail. Like, if we locked you up for a drug offense, you can't take drugs while, like, we're waiting to figure out if you're guilty of the drug offense. That's just kind of pretty much self-explanatory. So he has to submit and adhere to all of these testings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the test his pee and all that type of shit. Now, one of the particular days that they were going to test his pee, he did not show up to submit a sample, which is already sus. Like, why he didn't show up to submit a sample? Now, after he didn't show up to submit a sample, apparently another day he did submit a sample, and that sample came back positive for fentanyl. Now, they just didn't, this is why I keep telling you, I think his name is Bradford Cohen. That's the same guy that Drake hired to represent him in the X case, saying, yo, don't bring Drake in for a deposition. But this is the lawyer Kodak Black has used to get out of jail all the time for like the last 8 years. Kodak actually calls this guy his dad. Kodak bought him a car. And I was wondering, how is he going to get Kodak out of this? And listen to this genius shit. Basically, they convinced the court that Kodak didn't take no fentanyl. The lab technician that was administering the test when he did show up was so starstruck by starstruck by Kodak Black, they mixed up his sample with another person's sample, and they probably tested the other person's sample for drugs, and they, in an error, said that he was positive for fentanyl when it was probably the other person's sample. Let me see if I can play this. Matter of fact, let me see if I can play the whole thing. Local 10 News, Florida. Yeah, just gotta find a Kodak case. Let me see if I can find that. I know it's here somewhere. Where's the search button, my nigga? Okay, Kodak. Here we go. Yeah, I think this is it. Here we go.
He allegedly failed a drug test. The famed rapper had plenty to say to the judge. Local 10's Roy Ramos was there for today's hearing and is live with what the judge ruled. Roy.
Well, Nicole, he says this is all a mix-up, but the judge gave him an opportunity to clear up that mix-up if he provided a hair sample to conduct another drug test. Well, he refused, so the judge ordered that he enter a rehabilitation program as soon as possible.
Can we talk to you about the judge's ruling today?
No, thank you so much, sir.
No comment from South Florida rapper Kodak Black as he walked out of a Broward County courtroom with his attorney Bradford Cohen by his side.
Smart.
Things we can do, like, together, like, there's so much things we can do together in prison. chill.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in an orange suit after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive for fentanyl during a random drug test earlier this month.
There's just so much is just unjust and not right about this situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
Are they all giving samples at the same time in some secret room where you're not keeping an eye on them?
No, hey.
I
think Kodak probably dropped him like a 40 piece. Because he's definitely getting fired. The technician, so just to explain to you, the technician came in court and admitted, by the way, this is how the technician look. You know he fuck with Yak. He's in court admitting, yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was mad starstruck when I seen Kodak. I think I swapped his pee with somebody else. He's definitely getting fired. He's done. 100%. Like, he gotta get fired. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm lagging now? Bro. Am I lagging? Am I still on? Kids dropping frames badly. Wow. Boy. Are we good? Just give me a second, Tab. I'm just trying to make sure this is good. We might be good. By the way, Ahmad Nazir 98. Thank you for the I think you gifted about like 15 subs. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for helping out the community. Jinx with a whole 10 gifted big subs just now. Everybody spam a big W to Jinx 910. 10 gifted subs. That's fucking huge. Ahmad Nazir with 10 gifted as well. Jason F. JF 1988. Thank you for resubscribing with Prime. Holy. Oh my God. All right. Am I good? Like, give me a say yes or no. If it's lagging, say no. Wait, no. Shoot. Am I good? Just say yes if I'm good. No if you can't see it. Yeah, this quality is probably terrible. I can see it's degraded. Yeah, I be on that Burner Boy shit heavy, yo. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm about to go out to one of his shows. We good now? Okay, as long as it's manageable. I just want to get through these topics. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. We should be good, right? Yeah, it's looking like we're good. Trying to make sure we stable. Hey, if you're on YouTube, please let me know if y'all if y'all hanging in there with me or y'all dipped. Damn, YouTube niggas probably dipped, man. Oh, we're still online. All right, cool. We're still good, chat. let me just try to get through some more of these topics. I apologize if there's a lag. So essentially, this is the guy. This is the guy that is the guy collecting the samples. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they probably went to him like, yo, bro, we can't have Kodak locked up indefinitely on this charge. We're trying to work that charge out, bro. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't trying to screw Kodak over anyway. Let's say he was the guy who took the urine sample. He wasn't trying to screw Kodak over. He probably didn't know that Kodak's pee was going to come back dirty, right? Like, shit. If he's this cool, I'm pretty sure Kodak could have probably just told him, like, yo, bro, I ain't going to lie, man. I just popped a perk last night, nigga. Like, bro, like, could we just do some other shit? Like, he seemed cool. Unless maybe he would have, like, asked for some money or some shit, right? Because he's clearly in court saying, yo, I made a mistake. He's 100,000% getting fired, right? So I think Kodak slid him some money, but it don't matter because here we go.
He may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
Are they all giving samples at the same time in some secret room where you're not keeping an eye on them?
No, the two gentlemen was in the room together and they placed their cup on the ground at the same time, and that caused a little confusion.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
The judge on time, and the judge says, yo, all right, bet. Let's get a hair sample right now. Because apparently, like, we got to do the Googles on that chat. Let's educate ourselves together. How long does fentanyl, how long can fentanyl be detected through hair sample? Huh. Testing hair for fentanyl. Here we go. Okay. Hair testing is useful in detecting past exposure to fentanyl. Yo, I watched a true crime thing where they actually found out that somebody who died was getting poisoned, and they figured out who poisoned them by the amount of time they were taking the drug and getting poisoned, right? So they were getting poisoned through their food, but they were able to narrow it down to who poisoned them. They dug up the body. This was like some new technology shit. It was actually the guy who did the autopsy for Michael Jackson. It's very famous, like, I don't think we call him a pathologist. He's a medical examiner. And he basically put these people onto game to say, yo, your hair follicles, like, if you take certain drugs, your hair follicles, as the drug is in your system, will detect certain things. So they dug up the person who died, and they could tell through the hair follicles that was obviously growing out, yo, if it's this long, it's a year. If it's this long, it's 2 years. They were able to match when that person started taking the drug that led to their death, and they figured out who was around the person at the time, and they realized the person who killed them was giving them food. So essentially, I guess in court today, or not today, yesterday, they tell Kodak, yo, Kodak, all right, the dude made a mistake, or probably made a mistake on the what do you call it again? Made a mistake on the sample. How about you give a hair sample? So it was a pee sample that he gave first. It's all right. They made a mistake with the pee sample. How about you just give a hair sample and we'll just check the hair sample? Kodak says no. He says, and I'm pretty sure his lawyer probably told his lawyer, like, yo, I knew this shit was fake, but I'm a gremlin, okay? Right? Like, he probably told his lawyer. So his lawyer says, hey, Judge, could instead he do that, we have another, we want to propose Kodak just going into, like, rehab therapy right now. And the judge is like, oh, okay, do 30 days, which is probably some outpatient stuff. He'll probably go for like 10 days, if that. Or probably go to sign an attendance sheet.
Cause a little confusion.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
You better get it together.
Black was initially arrested in July after state troopers pulled him over. One oxycodone pills and nearly 75,000 driving with an expired license and tag.
It would be the best way to go forward is to allow him into a treatment facility, allow him to remain out on pretrial.
Let me give and by the way, I've gotten, I went back and forth a bit one time when Kodak was locked up with oh my God. Are we offline again, bro? Oh my God, bro. Like I have a good stream. Like, can I have a fucking good stream once? Okay, I went back and forth with Bradford Cohen one time. That's when he was acting like Kodak's publicist. This is when Kodak was locked up. But let me tell you this. This is what I've realized, chat. Unfortunately, I'm at the point where I'm actually really, like, I never thought I'd even get here. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. And I remember, like, while I was on the come up, I was like, oh, to hear other people talking about they're spending money on lawyers. I'm like, what the fuck are you spending? But honestly, the more successful you become a target. Eventually, just lawsuits or shit, even like legal criminal stuff happen that, like shit. I get a lawyer for everything now. No matter what. Like, shit. The niggas say he saw me make a left turn. I'm like, all right, I got a lawyer. It don't matter. Now, let me tell you the difference between, and this is why I realized the criminal justice system is so interesting. If you have a motivated lawyer and a dude who's getting paid like how Kodak takes care of this guy, bruh, there's nothing out the realm of possibility they can't get you out from. You have to realize this dude walked into court with Kodak. You can imagine the judges sensing BS. Like, yo, bro, y'all gonna have the technician say he made a mistake? You say, yeah, you heard the technician. You say he made a mistake. The judge then says, okay, fine. I believe that, but just to, you know what? I'm gonna rule finally on this. I'll put it off, but I'll rule finally on this after we take a hair sample from him today. Let's see if he is actually sober or whatever. The judge wants to take a hair sample, and his lawyer weasels out of it and comes up with, "Hey, judge, let's not do a hair sample. It would be better if, he's had substance abuse problems in the past, all these type of stuff. Rather than do a hair sample, let's just put him in rehab." That's why a great lawyer just makes shit up. When you have a shitty lawyer, you sit reasons why you shouldn't. Oh man, my internet. Oh boy, my fucking internet, man, is just pissing me off, dog. Chat, sorry, man. Like, I really don't know what it is. Y'all know it's be like random. It's not even like, oh, people are on the shit. It's not none of that. Oh boy. The point what I'm trying to say is that I hope y'all never get into legal problems ever in life. But if you ever get into legal problems, you get to realize, honestly, money essentially could buy freedom. The more you pay an attorney, or if you get the right attorney, they will bring up so much fucking reasons why you either shouldn't go to jail or shouldn't get found guilty. In most cases, the judge will be exhausted and just throw the shit out. If you have a public defender, they're not going through, like, you get a really good lawyer who's going to know 20 different case laws that's similar to the case you got and bring this up, bring that up, and ask for this and suggest this and blah, 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 which is Kodak's lawyer. So this is also why I tell, y'all, when sometimes y'all feel bad for a lot of these guys who are rich and privileged, They have the best lawyers known to man. Remember I told you, I said, yo, Young Thug got 4 bond hearings. I watched a whole 8-hour session. They said Young Thug was on his 4th bond hearing. There was a dude that was locked up for a year. He didn't have his first bond. Well, no. We had a preliminary thing, but it was held automatically. He never had another bond hearing after that. Young Thug had 4 in 4 months. How does that happen? Your lawyer's got to make magic happen. And if you're not paying a lawyer good, he not going to put the effort in to try to do all that stuff. Kodak Black's lawyer, they worked a good situation here. They wanted to lock Kodak up. Kodak showed up to court, got some Jolly Ranchers. Oh, I got to show you that part.
Fair.
Hold on, I got to show you the part. So after they basically told the judge, hey, he wouldn't serve any purpose being in jail, this and third, the judge agrees with him, even though Kodak turns down giving a hair sample in court. Kodak, and by the way, do you know how the lawyer, I didn't watch the whole thing yet, so this is me guessing. You know how the lawyer probably got off on not him being, the judge not feeling offended with him not giving a hair sample? He probably looked at the judge and say, hey judge, look at Kodak. He's been growing his hair a long time. And to be honest, he's been growing it longer than this case exists. Again, when you grow your hair, if you took a drug, it will have traces in that part of the hair. That's what I learned from that fucking true crime thing I watched, right? So who knows? The lawyer probably said, according to this research and this thing, Kodak hair would be this length when he caught the case, but he's been growing his hair longer than the case, which means if he did take fentanyl before the case, it shouldn't count. So judge, I don't think he should be submitting a hair follicle because that might be incorrect. That might be showing that he took drugs before he caught it, but this is about what he's here for and when he's on bail. How about we do this compromise? We're just going to have him go to rehab a little bit, and if Your Honor and the court will allow us to do that, he'll gladly start on Monday. And the judge is probably being like, okay. Kodak is chilling. It's like, yo, give me a Jolly Rancher, man. I'm out of this bitch. Right? Having a good lawyer is everything. I'm telling you, 99% of people gets locked the fuck up in that situation. Look at this. Kodak is chilling in court. You can tell why Kodak catches so many charges. He know he ain't going to jail.
Right now, it's a non-issue, but I appreciate you being here and just getting me this information. So, thank you for being here.
She does a great job.
Prepare. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Now you have somewhere to be.
I did.
Prepare the order, Mr. Courtney.
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
I have a jury coming at 10:30.
The judge is dismissing him, and Kodak feels so comfortable. He got an extra word to say to the judge.
Yeah. All right.
Stay.
This is a gremlin. Nah, this is a gremlin. This is a gremlin. Yo, when you walk in a court with this type of suit on, you know you ain't going to jail. You walk in a court with this suit on, you like, all right, man. Yo, he's chilling, bro.
Is that Mr. Early?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just waiting on Mr. Goodman.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Go ahead.
Man, I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it.
Right now, it's a non-issue.
Yo, if you broke and you in that courtroom, you are punching in the air, nigga. The nigga had a dirty piss test. He's getting Jolly Ranchers walking out of court, chilling. A regular nigga get locked up and had 30 Oxycontin pills in his car? No bond. No bond. I'm telling you, man. Listen, money can't buy happiness, but it could definitely buy you a hell of a defense. After I get through some, I got some litigation shit going on. Told you some people suing me. I got some good people on it though. Shit, they submit some shit to be like, hey, we just need you to sign off on this. We transcribed this, blah, blah, blah. And I look, I'm like, damn, y'all niggas is doing good. But of course, I realized after I got to wire them money, I'm like, it's a lot of fucking money. Y'all better do your job. You get a cheap lawyer, they do cheap shit. Anyway, all right. All right, let me see. Can I get to another topic, man? What is this? I didn't even see this.
All right, wait.
This is G Herbo in the Kai's house, and they gave him a birth simulator. I think they put like these little things that could kind of shock your abs and whatever. They gave him a birth simulator, and let's see how this goes.
How I feel.
Okay, wait.
Relax, chill.